If you're wanting to make a full-time income online with ebooks, coaching, or online courses, this video is really going to help you out. I'm going to explain why you actually don't need to be salesy at all online, why you don't even need to attempt to sell anything, and how you can actually get your product or service to sell itself when people see it. Okay, so this is going to be it's going to be a quick little video, but it's going to give you an overview of like why you don't need to be salesy, and why you never ever need to use the words buy my thing or you should buy this thing from me or anything like that. You never need to tell anyone to buy anything. They're just going to want to buy it. It's going to be really, really cool. So the way I came up with this, what I'm about to share with you, is I just looked at my own life and I kept analyzing everything I ever bought from anyone online. Maybe I bought coaching, maybe I bought a course, maybe I bought an ebook. I bought a lot of things online in my day, not including Amazon products. I'm talking about like digital goods. And I'm like, what is it about these things that I keep buying? What is it about the people that I keep buying from that makes me want to buy these things? Like these people, they all seem to have like this magic touch. Like no matter what they put on social media, it just seems to make me want to buy. What is that magic touch? I thought if I could just figure it out, I could use it for myself and sell some cool things myself as well. And so I ended up doing that. I ended up studying all these top marketers, all these top guys and girls in the niche, and realizing what they were all doing. And I started to apply what they were doing and use it on myself to test it out, see if it worked. And sure enough, it worked better than I could have ever imagined. And so I'm not going to go into that whole story right now, but what I am going to go into is what these 3 characteristics are that you can start implementing right now. In fact, you probably already have these attributes in you. You just need to express them a bit. Okay, so the first thing I noticed that made me want to buy things from people online is they were already where I wanted to be. They had the results. They were already where I wanted to be. Were they perfect? No. Could they be better? Yeah. But they had the results I wanted. So like even if my friend who had been studying something, like if he'd been studying like webinars for like 3 months longer than me, I felt like this guy knew way more about webinars than me. I could call him up and ask him anything about webinars. Or my friend who's been studying Facebook ads for like a month, and I didn't study Facebook ads at all. I call him up and he's like, bro, what do you know about Facebook ads? Right? He can let me know what he knows about Facebook ads. And so just like, and I'd be tempted to buy something from him, buy a service or buy a course or something off him, right? Just even though he'd only been doing it for a month or a couple of months, like if someone has a result and I feel like they're further ahead than me, that alone makes me want to buy something from them. Okay, so that's the first thing. They have to have the results I want. And so in your case, you probably have a result that somebody wants. Maybe you can do a backflip. Maybe you can do the splits. Maybe you know how to beatbox. Maybe you know how to dance. Maybe you know how to lose weight. Maybe you know how to succeed on a raw vegan diet. Maybe you know how to succeed on a paleo diet. Maybe you know how to detail cars, or maybe you know how to create cars, or whatever. You have a result, or you're able to do something, I'm sure, that other people do not know how to do and would like to learn how to do. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Keep that in your subconscious mind, knowing that you have something that other people want. If you don't know what it is, it's just a matter of discovering it or thinking about it a bit more. But that's the first thing. They all have a result that I want. The second thing is they all seem to have answers to any question I could ask. And what I realized is that all my questions are pretty common, basic questions. They're very elementary. And so if you have answers to common questions about getting the result that you have, then, and of course you do, because that's how you got the result you have. You just started figuring out all these answers to the questions. But what I noticed is that anytime I had a question for these people, they had an answer. Or even before I had the question, they were giving answers on social media, or in their masterclass, or on their podcast, or whatever. They all seem to have like just a plethora of answers to questions either I had or I didn't even know I had. But they all had answers, and they were all exhibiting that by giving really good advice. And so again, in your own life, you already have answers to questions people have. You already have answers to very common questions, because again, that's how you got to where you are today. That's how you got the results you have now. So never forget that. You already have 2 of the criteria now, right? You have a result people want, and you have answers to questions they have. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the result you have now. Now, the third and final thing that gets me off the fence and makes me want to actually buy something from someone, and this is something that you may or may not have yet, but you can easily create. It's a willingness to walk me through how to go from where I am now to where you are. So if some guy is like big muscles and I want big muscles and I don't have big muscles and he has the muscles, he has answers to all the questions I have, and he has outlined a step-by-step procedure on how to get me from where I am now to where he's at, I'll buy. It's a no-brainer. Like, this dude has muscles, he has answers to all my questions, and he has an outlined course or step-by-step coaching program that's going to get me from where I am to where he is. Of course I'm going to buy, right? And so that's what I've created for my students. That's how I sell my course, right? I have what people want, right? I have a business online that brings in tens of thousands of dollars a month. I have answers to all their questions. Anytime someone asks me a question, I have an answer, because most people ask very common questions. And even if they ask some advanced question, I usually have an answer for it because I'm at that level. Or if I don't have an answer for it, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not quite sure what that is. It's not my area of expertise. I've never had to answer that question to get to where I am today. But I know someone does know, and that's that person, right? So if I can't answer, I can defer it and point someone in the right direction. And then I show them the outlined step-by-step procedure of getting to where I am, or at least getting to, you know, a pretty good income, which is like $10,000 a month, right? That's the goal. That's the minimum goal I want for my students, is getting to $10,000 a month, financial freedom. So if you don't have that, you can easily create a step-by-step procedure, step-by-step outline, right? So like, for example, if somebody wants to lose weight and you're really good at helping people lose weight, you might start off by saying, okay, the first thing you gotta do is get a vision for what you want to look like, get a vision for what kind of the weight you want to be at. The second step is to replace all the food in your house with healthy food. So you take out the bad stuff and replace it with the good stuff. I recommend these stores and these foods and whatever. The third step is to start tracking your calories with this new healthy food, right? So first step with tracking your calories is find out how many calories you're eating now, how many calories you got to be eating, and then slowly but surely you start cutting like 50 calories per day until you get to that like perfect calorie target that you're aiming for, whatever. And then the fourth step or fifth step of the program is like, okay, now we got to lock into maintenance mode, maintain this with some exercise and meditation and holding the vision and yoga and breath work and all these other components that you want to add into the program. So everything you're passionate about, you can add it into the program if it's relevant, if it's helpful, right? So a lot of people say, oh, but Ted, I don't know if I should pick weight loss or yoga or raw foods because I'm passionate about all of them. I'm like, throw them all into the course as long as they're helpful, as long as they're going to help people get the result they want to get. Right, so focus on the end result you want to help somebody get, and then you can throw all your passions in there, right? So like, everyone has a problem, and everyone's willing to pay for the solution. And so if you can get clear on someone's problem, and you can, and you know what the solution is, then it's about creating the outline and just showing them your offer, right? So it's like problem, solution, offer. Think in terms of that. But again, just to recap, the three things that are required to make someone want to buy from you before you ever even offer anything is just having a result that they want and letting them know you have that result, right? You can't hide in the corner and expect someone to know that you're really good at what you do. You have to put it out there. You gotta let people know you're good at what you do. And the way you do that is by answering all their questions or making videos about their concerns over and over and over and over and over again. You just keep making content, pictures, posts, captions, audiobooks, or sorry, podcasts or audiobooks for ebooks, all about how to help them get the thing they want to get. Prove to them you can help them by actually helping them. Genius, right? The third and final step is just showing them an outlined step-by-step program that you can help them with to accomplish their goal. You can show them all the modules of your course idea, all the steps that are involved, and all the things that you want to help them with inside of your coaching program or your course or your whatever, your audio cassette program or whatever it is you do, your retreat, your masterclass, your festival, whatever it is you want to do. So that's it, guys and girls. If you want to be an online course creator, you want to be an online ebook creator, you want to be an online coach, these are the three things you've got to exhibit, you've got to put forth, and just know that you already have them all within you. It's just a matter of getting them out in front of you. So last time I'm going to recap this and then I'm going to shut the video off, try to get this under 10 minutes. You want to, you already have results that people want. You already have answers to their common questions. And you already have the ability to create a little outline for them and show step by step, here's how to get the result, right? So just let them know what the next step is. And then it's just a matter of, remembering what their problem is, letting them know what the solution is, and then providing, you know, an awesome offer for them to take you up on. Okay, be willing to help them implement everything they learned from you, and that's what the course is. That's what the coaching program is. It's just your willingness. The course that you create, the coaching program that you offer, it's just a manifestation of your willingness to help them accomplish the goal that you know they're capable of accomplishing. So that's that. If you want to see how this is all done in real time, you can check out the free masterclass in the description of this video. It's going to walk you through how I do everything I do and how you can get started doing the same. But if you found this video helpful, either way, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. All right, take care. Peace out. Much love.